See, stigma is what's not known, it will be so, and we stigmatize people for a lot of reasons. HIV related stigma, you who say ubi with HIV, so when we see that somebody is positive, then we start stigmatizing the person. The interesting thing is when you didn't know the person's status,
you were okay.
You were talking with the person, eating with the person, doing everything with the person. But the moment you get to know the person's status, then you start running away. But you know, we always say that eating together, talking, shaking, hugging, shaking hands, working in the same environment, staying in the same, or using the same buckets, washroom, toilets, bowls, you are not going to get the infection. The only way you are going to get the infection is if you have sex without condoms. So instead of us not protecting ourselves and having sex, let us rather remember always to share.
One of the things too I noticed when we went to schools was the I don't want to say ignorance, but when it came to consent, people really didn't get why there was a need for me to seek consent from my partner for having sex with them.
Even when it comes to married couples, there's a need to consent counseling, because if maybe you want to have sex and the person says no, sometimes they don't understand why we started, and so why are you saying no? The person can say no at any time.
What should they be on?
What should they be on? No, say they be. I also jai. I also jai. No consent, no. I feel say. Funny thing, sometimes you hear rape. Maybe somebody has been raped, and then they are like, "What did you go to the room to do?" And then okay, one need them. As if the fact that you have followed the person to the room means you've given your consent. You haven't.
Two raw lions then Hokrana and no chisel.
David. Sometimes you cry, you know, sometimes you cry, you're sick with Jamie, when Madame would be fear.
Okay.
And we've heard a lot of stories. Could Jamie, Madame would be fear. Where could Jano, who drew honor, and I need a ho. Adam Fudin, you if you are in a plan. Adam Fudin, you know, it's trash also. Say, I didn't know who did a chick or dino. These are some of the things we need to empower our youth to know that. Both males and females know that unless the person has given consent all the way out, the moment you hear no, baby, you have to stop.
Jai means stop. To stop means stop.
On your call, on the car, let's say to promise and pack.
Okay.
And better say, we're raping. Once our car, no, so yeah, and you rape.
And it's funny. Because I'm wearing so they made them raping. But she was not in the mood until I say jai.
I say they be another man. Per se, maybe I may yare and I say baby.
And a man be brave have been raped though.
No dear.
Because me quite instances be of why me can say Debbie, but means me can say. Okay, so viewers, we've spoken about a lot of things with Aunt Olivia, and we are watching Sheffield Diaries. First, we spoke about why there's a need for us to wear condoms, why there's also a need for us to abstain, and these are not in order. We also spoke about the role of parents when it comes to advising or educating the youth on sex. Then we spoke about consent. We just spoke about consent. All right, am I missing something else? We spoke about
Stigma.
We've also spoken about stigma, what most people do not want to talk about because they are doing it anyways. And some of them are subtle. I mean, they don't come out to stigmatize. The kind of language they use, how they look at the person. A case, I went to a medical center to look for information because of the work we do. When I got there, medical personnel, nurses who ought to know better, just one of them saw me, went to call the other person was coming and was dragging another person to come and see a new HIV patient or what, I don't know.
There was this, somebody told me this story, and I say, "Hey, one crowd no."
Okay.
Hey, sister, and that And then I share one crowdfunding. So I was like, me, I work with a lot of people. You know, HIV, stakeholders, almost everybody.
Yeah.
So me crowdfunding, and then she's like, person living with HIV. Apparently, the person was at the health facility, and when she got there, a nurse told her that this person, she was going towards the person, this person with HIV. And so I quickly called some of our models of hope in that facility, and I said they should go and look for this person so that we make sure that she's given
the necessary
help. So health workers also stigmatized, and the stigma is everywhere.
Imagine you thinking this is a person that can help me. I go there, and that same person who can help me is stigmatizing against me. When I go, I won't come back again.
So sometimes even at the facility, they will want to call some people. You know, we have HIV clinics and everything, so they want to call somebody from that place rather to come and assist somebody. But they should know that in doing their work, what they have to do is practice universal precaution. Because maybe you know this person's status, but you don't know the other person's status. So you practice your universal precaution to protect yourself from getting any infection.
The next one's told me, "Escafono crowd your mobile and fire reviews." So this is economic stigmatization. But that was just by the way. So if you are watching this program and you know your status, but because you've been stigmatized against, so you think there's no need coming out or even seeking help, I advise you go to any Ghana AIDS Commission office. They would assist you or direct you to one of the models of hope Aunt Olivia spoke about.
The government hospital.
And any government hospital.
So they should look for the HIV unit.
So when you go to the government hospital, look for the HIV unit. They will direct you there. Because sitting at home will not prevent you from, will not heal you automatically. You need to seek medical advice.
Some are praying for their status to change. Continue to pray, but also go and seek help. And
this is coming from us of Mami. Pray, but seek help. Make no mistake. Faith without works is dead faith. So when you pray, you take a step and take the medicine. Drink your medicine, take your medicine. And I was informed, reliably informed, that when I stick to my medicine, within 6 months, my viral load can come down.
Exactly.
And I'll be living a normal life.
As if you are not infected.
So why would I not go for medication? So Aunt Olivia, I remember the first time we met in 2016. I was working with the bank then, but I felt because of what I had seen, the kind of experiences or some of the things I've witnessed, there was a need for me to, as it were, come to you so that we seek assistance from you. The platform we get when we go out to do our marketing calls, you could also use that. And in 2016, the kind of work we did, Solo Fest.
Yes, I remember that very well. We had a lot of students.
A lot of students.
Yeah. And we did education. And even some still contact me. I still have the contact of some of them. Yes.
You see, one question stood out though during the program where a woman commissioner of one of the universities got up and was like, "If I give my boyfriend blowjob, would I get HIV?"
Yes. And we said that HIV transmission is through oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex. All there are routes where you can get HIV.
And most of them were surprised.
Yes.
Most, because you could hear a pin drop when you said yes. I was like, really? Because most people think I don't want to have sex. If I'm not having sex, I'm free from other sexually transmitted infection. But I would have oral sex.
And you are not free.
And they think they are free, but you are not free.
Yeah.
Because that can also get you infected.
Yes.
So I would want to know, what are some of the challenges you face whilst doing your job? Are there certain cultures or environment that prevent you from doing your job?
You know, we are doing prevention. We want everything, but majority of Ghanaians are negative. So we want to keep them negative. So the main challenges, we know that people don't want to use the condoms. And that is what we keep encouraging people to use the condoms.
Yeah.
And sometimes people feel shy to go and buy condoms at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But we know that if they are empowered and they know the need, they will be able to go and buy the condom. So, and when it comes to the youth, they also don't want to buy the condom. Either they are feeling shy or
they don't think
think about it.
It doesn't make economic sense.
Yes, and I say sometimes I say for the Christians, you know that they see premarital sexes in the Bible as sin, fornication, and so if you carry a condom along, it means you are telling God that
premeditated.
You know you were going to have sex, and so you carried your condom along. So if you go without a condom and it happens, then you can tell God that it was a mistake. So forgive me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So they also don't use condoms. So we will just tell them that if you know you are going to sin, you are going to sin, but sin wisely, so that you don't get yourself.
Speaking of which, you spoke about carrying condoms. Condoms do not like heat. They don't like heat. So if I'm going to carry it along, how do I go about it? Do I put it in my wallet, or I just put it in a bag, or do I put it in? How do I carry it? Because I know some guys who've been carrying condoms in their wallet for like 2-3 years.
Yes.
It's a wallet named
and you sit on the wallet. Once you sit on the wallet, then there's a possibility that the condom will be perforated.
Okay.
So
perforated near
Tokrobe did their condoms. Until Yabeka say once I'm saying married for a mobile bags and they would have a condom ship. A man also a bag and would have a condom ship.
And he said the small bags, very condom bags. Wow. I think that's also very important, because we all can say, Papa share condom. How did she get pregnant? We share condom. How did it break? It became break it per se, but because what the share wallet name, ama a perforating into a shower also you say, but you're not.
And ya chest and a share condom, send a bear in breaking and say, like I said. Or the among crochet and also a proactive a chef female condom, no send a chef male condom. Go to me, I say, and break it. No crano. Ya chest says, oh, me, I said, no one from my engine, and I chest a condom and perforated. No, we use it.
All right, so thank you very much for joining us for the first episode of the Sheffield Diaries. I'm Nathaniel Akwesi-Odro. I'm CEO of Proactive Global, and I was here with
Olivia Graham, Technical Coordinator for the Ghana AIDS Commission, in charge of Ashanti region.
Thank you very much, Aunt Olivia. Yes. And if for any reason you can't abstain, the message is Sheffield. If you have a club, a school, an organization, or any institution that you would want us to come and sensitize your staff or your members on the need to abstain, and if they can't abstain, to wear condoms, then please, you can contact us on any of the numbers on your screen or send us a message and we'll gladly respond. Thank you very much, and I hope you are educated. Thank you.